No Caps jersey in the CPR video today. Today we wear black. All black as we are in mourning, frankly. And no, not over that game tonight. The game tonight was one thing. You know, the game was fine. Like, the Caps played good, couldn't score. Simultaneously, Darcy Kuemper lets in 3 goals on 4 shots. Whatever, doesn't matter. We're still going to talk about it, obviously, but it does not matter. As today, what matters, well, today and every day for that matter, is Nicklas Backstrom. Nicklas Backstrom, he announced yesterday that he is taking an indefinite leave of absence from the team due to his ongoing injury situation, that being the hip resurfacing surgery that he had done last June. And you know what? I'd just like to say that fairy tales do not exist, okay? And it was your mom putting a toonie under your pillow when you were a kid, not the tooth fairy. Grow up. Backstrom, it sounds like a retirement announcement is probably just around the corner. And so after 17 years with the Washington Capitals, this is where hope goes to die. First period of tonight's game, okay? The Caps had the puck in the Islanders' zone all period, literally all period, and yet the only 2 times that the Islanders managed to get the puck down the ice to the Caps' end for just a second, they scored both times, okay? 2 goals on 2 shots. Caps outshot the Islanders 9-2 in the first period, and yet somehow they trail 2-0. Because the hockey gods are like, oh, here, you guys haven't had enough misery yet this week. What with your second best player in franchise history being gone now? Here, have some more pain. Second period, the Islanders have a power play to start the period, but Tom Wilson and Connor McMichael make it look like a Caps power play instead, pressuring down in the Islanders' end. Wilson gets a chance, McMichael retrieves after the Wilson chance, and now McMichael gets a chance, and the Islanders defenders cannot stop Connor McMichael cleanly, and so now the Islanders are forced to take a penalty to try to slow down number 24 in blue and red before he was about to finish off a shorthanded goal. Great penalty killing shift, draws a penalty to end the Islanders power play. Be like Mike, kids. Then, once the Caps are on their own power play, Evgeny Kuznetsov with a great move inside straight toward the Islanders' net. He is completely hauled down. The Caps should clearly be going to a 5-on-3 here, and yet there is no call. No arm up from the referee whatsoever. I was scared, frankly. I was scared because I thought that there must be something physically wrong with this guy, this referee. Like, there must be something that's physically preventing him from raising his arm there. So, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like, do we need to call a medic? Are you okay? But nope, his arm is fine. It still works perfectly when he needs to call a penalty on the Caps, thank God. Glad to see that the referee is physically okay. Just stupid. And the Caps, they would hit the crossbar again as well. And overall, the shots are 17-4, okay, in favor of the Caps when Darcy Kuemper lets in another weak goal to make it 3-0 for the Islanders. You just can't make this stuff up. The shot attempts after 2 periods were 62-19 in favor of your Washington Capitals. And the score was 3-0 for the New York Islanders. What in the actual fuck? Third period, TJ Oshie scores. Yes, but wait, coach's challenge this time. It is for alleged goaltender interference. And I know what you're thinking. You are thinking that it must be mandatory that every team has to use a coach's challenge at least once every game, right? But wait. Then why are my Capitals not doing that? And I just want to say that if that is goaltender interference, then, you know, we might as well not even be playing this sport anymore, right? Seriously. But we already knew which way this call was going to go because we have not had a single call go our way through 9 games of this season so far. And sure enough, they call the goal back, just take it right back off the board. And the Caps have now had goals called back in 4 of their last 5 games. 4 of the last 5. Totally normal. Totally normal. They lead the league in goals taken away, and it's not even particularly close. What a time to be alive. But I do think that honestly, like, today was bound to be a loss, even if we had won, right? Like, even if the Caps had won on the scoreboard, it was still going to feel like it was a loss because of the Backstrom thing, right? Anyways, I am going to put something up on the screen for you here. That is the deserve to win meter from moneypuck.com, which you have heard me mention before. It's a great analytical site. And that says that based on scoring chances generated and quality of chances and puck possession and all of those things, that the Caps should have won that game. They deserved to win that game. They deserved to win that game by a wide margin. And in fact, that if you had those two teams play that exact same game over and over and over and over and over again, the Caps are winning it a whopping 71.4% of the time. And if you're unfamiliar with Money Puck and with the deserve to win meter, let me just tell you, 71.4% is a very, very lopsided number that you don't usually see. And it is indicative of a very, very lopsided game. So on the bright side, it is more and more evidence piling up right now that the Caps are now totally rocking Spencer Carberry's system. They have figured it out big time. After a slow start in the first few games of the season, they kicked the Islanders' asses all up and down the ice in this one, and they have been getting better and better and better and better and better with every single game that they play under their new head coach. The Caps' expected goals for in this game was 4.5. And again, if you're unfamiliar with the expected goals for stat, to put it simply, it's basically the amount of goals that you should have had based on the number of and the quality of scoring chances that you generated. So the Caps, they played well enough to have 4.5 goals in this game against the Islanders. And in fact, the Caps already came into this game having had the second worst luck in the entire league, in the entire NHL, okay, with being 11 goals below their expected goals on the season already, heading into this game against the Islanders, which was probably the pinnacle of it, right? And that, being so far below your expected goals for, as we've seen, if you've watched the games, it's thanks to a shit ton of posts and crossbars, like just an unbelievable amount. Things like that. And so that 11 goals below expected number with this game now against the Islanders, their total for the season, it now balloons up to 15.5 goals below expected. Can you imagine what the Caps record would look like right now if they had those extra 15.5 goals? That's a lot of goals, folks. Hell, even if they had half of that, they would probably be sitting in first place. That is a ton of goals that should have happened that did not happen. But the point is, the Caps are a good team. They're playing like a good team. They are a good team. And so you would expect that at some point, the luck will even itself out. I said it on a previous show here. I can't remember if it was on the podcast or if it was during one of these CPR videos. But I have said it before, the Caps are playing so well, they're generating so many scoring chances that they don't even need good luck. They just need not bad luck. Just not bad luck. That's all they need, and they will be winning a shit ton of hockey games. All right, Caps fans, that is it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below and click on that subscribe button too if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.